jersey for tonight's opening night matchup that features the Maroons of Ridgewood and your Patriots of Wayne Hills. Alongside Noah Sandler, I am Luca Yannuzzi, and as we get ready to bring you another exciting season of Wayne Hills football. Now, unfortunately, this season started a little late due to COVID-19 and the pandemic, and a bunch of things have changed throughout the course of the season. Practices have been a little bit limited. The practice schedule changed as well as the season schedule has changed. What do you have to say about it, Noah?
Yeah, so they're in a new division this year. So three out of the six new teams in their division actually won their regional championship last year. So it's going to be a bit of a challenging year for them because of their competition that they have to play.
That being Ramapo, Wayne Valley, and this team, Ridgewood here. So let's talk about that season schedule. So obviously we have this game against Ridgewood. Then we have next week's game on the 9th at 7 o'clock at home against Wayne Valley. Then another home game against Old Tapan. Then at Northern Highlands at 6:15. Then at Hackensack at 7. And then we close the regular season off against Ramapo. And we have two postseason games on the 13th and 20th of November. And obviously limited playoffs as well. And we originally did have a game scheduled against Irvington. However, that game unfortunately did get canceled. It was supposed to be after the playoffs, but they have yet to determine an opponent for that game. But now, Noah, let's talk about the key players for Wayne Hills.
Yeah, so my key player is Noah Abida. He, when he was on JV, he was an outside linebacker. And last year he had 69 tackles. But this year he's actually starting quarterback. He has played a little bit of quarterback, but he's mostly been an outside linebacker. So he is the starting quarterback for the Wayne Hills Patriots this year.
And last year played a little bit of running back, did a little bit of catching as well. Had a couple snaps behind the center at QB. Played QB a little bit at JV as well, like you were saying, where he played linebacker. He did a great job at linebacker last year, and he's looking to do that again, but is now the starting quarterback for Wayne Hills. So my key player is going to be Dean Emperado. Had 3 interceptions last year on defense, 206 passing yards on offense. Just someone who's really showed up for the Wayne Hills Patriots last season and is sure to show up this season, as he's really made a big impact on the team, and he's improved a lot this year, and let's hope to see him do good on the field tonight. Well, that's about all the time we have for the pregame, but don't go anywhere as we are introducing our pregame interview segment, the 2-minute warning. This week before the game, I had the chance to talk with senior number 12, Brendan Puzio. Let's throw it to that. Welcome to the 2-minute warning. I am here with tight end and linebacker, senior number 12, Brendan Puzio. Glad to have you here, Brendan.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right, so due to the unfortunate circumstances caused by COVID-19, the season has come to a late start, and assuming that you've been urging to get back onto the field, how does it feel to finally get back out there and start playing again?
Yeah, it feels amazing because after lifting got cut short back in March and we finally got back out in July, we got an opportunity now that a lot of teams don't have in New Jersey because they're shut down. So we're just glad to be back for at least, we don't know how many games yet, but we're just taking every game like it's our last.
And now with a lot of juniors from last year looking to be seniors, who are some of those guys that are going to be some key Hills players that are really going to stick out this season?
Yeah, we got returning starters, Dean, Joe Bernetti, Dan Daly's 3-year returning, Stanley on our line, a lot of young guys on the line, so Stanley's got to have to step up. Yeah, that's most of them, yeah.
And for week 1, your matchup, you guys are facing off against Ridgewood. So who are some key guys on that team that the Patriots are going to have to look out for?
They had a really big line. The right tackle is really good. Their tight end, we're just going to have to be strong up front and stop their run. We'll be fine.
And looking ahead to next week, it's the big crosstown rivalry matchup and the home opener up against Valley. What do you think that game is going to be looking like?
Yeah, well, obviously we owe them something from last year. We got to focus on this week too, but next week's going to be a hard week of practice, looking up to a big game.
And we're all looking forward to it. Now don't go away, folks. Kickoff is just moments away.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. Captain for the team on the field for the coin toss. And we did talk about our key players from Hills. Now let's talk about some big players to look out for on the Ridgewood team. As Brendan Puzio said in our interview, these two guys are huge to look out for. Number 45, Cameron Smith, the tight end and an outside linebacker. 55 total tackles, 3 sacks, just a monster on offense and defense. And Ryder Langsdale, offensive tackle, mainly an offensive tackle, but does play defensive tackle as well. Has 44 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, and 8.5 sacks. So some great stats for defensive line, even though mainly being an offensive lineman. He's the right tackle for the team, I believe. And just some great stats on him for his defensive side. So some really versatile players for this Ridgewood team. I'd also like to point out that after last year Hills going 6-4 with only taking loss to Ridgeview, the out-of-state game, the first game of the season, and then Old Japan and Ramapo in the regular season, and then the loss to Wayne Valley in the first round. This year with the 6-game season, looking to do respectively better and go over 500 like they did last year. Now, Wayne Hill's set to receive. Ridgewood ready to kick off.
Matthew Garati and Dean Imperato to receive for Wayne Hill.
We got Dean Imperato in the back over there, receiving the kickoff by.
And the kick is up, low kick on a bounce. And Imperato picks it up, breaks through a couple defenders, and gets himself to the 35-yard line. A good start for Wayne Hills here on that return, and the 2020-2021 football season is now underway. As they do a quick huddle up real quick. A couple numbers have changed since last season. We see Joe Brunetti changing his number to number 3. Joe Daskis changing his number to number 2. Matthew Garrity, an Uprising Junior, changing his number to 7. Now we see Abita back there changing his position to QB. Hands it off to Butovsky, and he gets taken down instantaneously.
Yeah, this Ridgewood team has a really good defense here, and the Patriots may have some struggle with their run game tonight.
Yeah, a really good defensive line as well for this Ridgewood team. Some bigger guys up there. Really more of a defensively stacked team. And also, something else I'd like to point out is Brendan Puzio also said that this is a team where after one play, some players could be changed. And as now we see that number 20, Dan Daly, coming off the field. Might just be for a break, though. Beat it with another handoff to Butovsky. Stumbles a little bit and gets tackled again after a gain of a couple. That tackle from number 84, number 74, Chris Rivera.
Third down, and they're on the 40-yard line.
And Hills now breaks the huddle.
Yeah, you can expect they're going to pass it here on this third down.
Christopher Butovsky, someone changing his number as well from 25 to 5. And now Abita on the run. Abita makes a great run and gets Wayne Hills the first down.
Wow, so he saw the opening there, and he just went for it, and he got the first down for the Patriots.
A big run there for Abita. As we know, last year, he was him as well as Christopher Butovsky was the running back. He played running back in the first 2 games against Ridgeview and Wayne Valley. And Chris Butovsky, I think he might have been injured, but he didn't play in the Wayne Valley game. But Noah Abita's did a really good job with running back last year, and him and Butovsky as well. But now that Cass has graduated, we needed someone to take over quarterback. Butovsky in motion. Abita stepping back, big pass, and it's over the head of Joe Daskis.
Good idea, but he had 2 defenders on him, and the pass was just long, and wasn't sure if he was going to get it over there.
Yeah, we had Imperato open on the other side as well, but he was covered up a bit too. And as everyone rejoices back to the huddle.
2nd and 10 on the 46.
Now in Parado, in motion. As well as some defenders. Fakes the handoff to Bertovsky. Short little pass out to Grosjean. And he breaks the tackle and steps out of bounds at almost at the 39-yard line.
That was a 12-yard pass, though. What a pass. Saw him open, and he just went for it.
Yeah, big pass to Grosjean there. We saw some good plays from Grosjean at fullback and tight end last year. But unfortunately, about halfway through the season, he took an injury. But now this year, he's back on the field and healthy as ever and ready to take some more snaps and have some more plays like that. Faking the handoff to Bertovsky again. Abita tries to get through the hole in the middle, but it's plugged up by some Ridgewood defenders.
Tackle by number 42, Will Anderson.
Yeah, Will Anderson, the junior with the tackle there. The backup running back and also an outside linebacker has really shown himself. Didn't start on varsity last year for Ridgewood, but did play in a decent amount of games. Took a couple snaps and really showed himself off and has a deserving starting position this season. Abita fakes the handoff, pass right to the side. Tim Parado still going. And goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another first down for Wayne Hills.
Yeah, nice pass. He saw him open, going off to the side over there, and he was out of bounds right when he got the first down there.
And we don't need many big plays like we saw last year. We just need gradual plays that'll be enough to get us to move our chains and eventually get us into the end zone. I mean, something that we saw last year was a bunch of big plays and not as many just gradual moving plays. But now that's something we should see more of this season. He takes a snap, fakes another handoff, and just over the head of Daskus. Tried to jump up and get a hand on it, but unfortunately it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous there. It was tipped off his fingers, and the defender was right behind him, and he almost got the interception there.
Yeah, and now Daskus coming off, Dan Daly coming back on. Dan Daly playing more of a blocking tight end as he is an incredible defender for Wayne Hills. His stats are great. 50 solo tackles, 76 total tackles. His third year playing on varsity. I mean, just a real token player for Wayne Hills over the past 3 years.
2nd and 10.
Another faked handoff, another pass to Imparado. And it's a 5-yard gain.
Short of the first down, now bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, so we got 3rd and inches here, very close. You can expect them to run in here and just try to get the first down.
Yeah, again, another thing that I'll point out that we're seeing a lot of is a lot of fake handoffs to the running back, something that Casasanta did a lot of last year, and we see a lot from Abita this year. Yeah, as you said, Noah, the snap handed off to Bertovsky, gets to the outside, gets the first down and then some.
Looks like they're down out about the 10.
And that should be 1st and goal now.
Inside the Ridgewood 15.
Almost there, not quite, but
Looks like they're on the 11-yard line over here.
now we're on the 11 or 12-yard line. Two receivers set outside now. And Parado in motion goes to the outside. Abita on the run. Oh, on the pass, just a bit low.
Yeah, he had some defenders on him. He was heavily blocked there.
Come up with it. Yeah, as I would say last year, that play very similar to one of my favorite plays that I would do in all the Madden games. I would always do that play with Eli. We'd either have him run out to the side or we'd have a receiver down there and we'd always pass it to him. It worked almost every time. And as we saw last year, it worked very well for Hills as well. Just a great play that has really showed off the skill in our receivers and our quarterback and the versatility that they have.
2nd and 10.
Taking the handoff again, passing to the side to Abita. There's that play again. And for a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, it seems like Imparado is a very good target this game. Abita's gone to him probably about already 5 times, and seems like he's making the catches, just falling a little short of the first downs. But keep doing that, you'll have a touchdown soon enough.
Who's breaking the huddle now, setting up on the right side of the field. Only one receiver out wide. Now in motion to the other side, that's Imparado. Faking the handoff to Bertovsky. And actually, he does hand it off to Bertovsky, faking the pass to Imparado. And gain of no more than a yard.
Gain of about 1. 4 to 4.
See a big change in guys. We got Angel Roman coming out there. We have Matt Lehman coming out for the first time in the game. Sophomore Matt Lehman is 5'10", weighs 290.
And Michael Fernicola out there as well now. We see him coming out as we see Jordan Theo attempting his first field goal of the year. The kick is blocked.
Wow. Oh, now they have the ball.
It's being returned by Ridgewood. Still on the run to the sideline, to the 45-yard line, and now a flag is thrown.
Well, Dean Imparado really had to make that stop there, or else he would have just gone all the way to the end zone.
And penalty
So close to a touchdown, but just fell a little short and got that field goal blocked.
A big field goal block there. I don't believe Jordan Thiel has ever had a field goal attempt blocked. That might be the first one. Yeah, he only missed a couple last year. I believe he only missed 2 field goals throughout the entirety of last year. And like last year, I believe his first and only miss in the regular season was his first attempt at that Wayne Valley game. So some first attempts for Thiel haven't been perfect, but really doesn't show in his stats. And the play blown dead and flags are thrown.
It's a false start penalty against Ridgewood. That'll make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, so Ridgewood has a new coach this year. After 42 years, Coach Johnson retired.
They're starting anew with their staff here and starting new with the team after last season, the state championship. And a big run now. Big run now. That's number 33. That's number 33, Colin Feeney with the run. And he makes it to the 10-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds. That was number 7, Matthew Garrity on the tackle there.
All right, now it's going to be 1st and goal. They're down at the 10-yard line. The Patriots have to make a big stop here and hopefully hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, big run there for the running back, Feeney. And another run now. It's number 21, Liam Lennon on the run for a gain of 2.
Second down and about 9. Looks like he got about 1 yard on that run over there.
Now motion, Kaiafa takes the snap. A flag is thrown immediately. And the run taken to the outside. Did he get into the end zone? I don't think so. I think he was just short.
The refs did not call a touchdown there, but there is a penalty marker down. Now we're wondering what it is. whether it's on the offense or defense.
And they're calling it back. It
Yeah.
was on Ridgewood.
Looks like they're going to be around the 25-yard line.
Dan Kaiafa, the junior, is a safety as well, but is the Ridgewood starting quarterback this year. As their quarterback from their state championship team last year, had graduated, needed to find a replacement. Now we see some other players coming in, like number 6, Andrew Gioia, and number 11, William Nevin. And Nevin set up as the only receiver. And another play blown dead. Another false start from Ridgewood to push them back.
Wow, this is really good for the Patriots because now they're getting pushed a little bit out of field goal range. And if they can't get a touchdown here, they may need a punt.
5-yard penalty. 2nd and 20.
It is 2nd and 20.
You can just hear their coach shouting at them some just silly penalties that are just pushing them back 5 yards and 5 yards and 5 yards. Just pushing them farther and farther away from that end zone that they were so close to before. Rush in the back. Taking the handoff and is tackled. That was number 25, Ryan Song on the tackle.
That was number 33, Colin Feeney on the carry. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds.
Yeah, Ryan Song was injured last year as well. Got injured in the Ridgeview game in South Carolina and was out for the rest of the season, but a good tackle by him. And now they break the huddle. 2:52 left on the clock, still scoreless here in the first quarter. Players in the backfield. And the handoff. No tackle yet. He dives. Is he in there?
The refs are calling it just short.
They're calling him just short of the end zone again.
4th and inches. What are they going to do here? Seems like they're keeping the offense on the field and they're going to go for it.
Now they're going to go for it here now. After Colin Feeney's run nearly got them into the end zone, they might just have him push through and get the score. Gotta hope this Wayne Hills defense pulls through here. And they push through. We might have held him. And no, they call a touchdown.
The call is a touchdown. It seems like they were a little short, but the refs called the touchdown.
It did look like they were getting pushed back. But yeah, Kaiafa, they handed it right off to him, and he just took it in himself.
Now they're going to attempt the extra point.
And now for their the extra point is their kicker, number 20, Matt Gluck. That kick is up and good.
No, it's
Oh, no good.
no good. Just a little wide to the left.
And no good. It looked good from here, but no good. And that only makes the score 6-0 Maroons with the lead.
2 minutes left in the first quarter here. Now the Patriots offense is going to come out here. Noah Abita.
And Wayne Hills hopefully looking to respond and get back on the Maroons here as they score 6 points on their first drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ridgewood football thanks its sponsors for the support
And
and
now
generosity.
Hills from the sideline back on the field. We have Matthew Garrity and
Park West,
Dean Imperato back there to receive the kick again.
thank you for your support.
Max Clark kick. Goes right to Imperato. Running to the middle of the field. And he gets to about the 20.
Tackle made by number 51.
It's brought down on the 21. 1st and 10.
Wayne Hills will take over.
The offense is coming out on the field.
22-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 22.
And though Puzio did say there would only be there could be some changes immediately after that first play. We've only seen a few, but those players have been interchanging throughout play after play. So a lot of kids for this Hills team getting more of an opportunity this year, as we have a lot more skilled players from sophomores, juniors, and seniors that all could get a chance to play here. Motion from Imperato. Faking the handoff to Bertovsky. Abita runs through the hole. Almost breaks the tackle. And a gain of 4.
Brought down by number 4, Joe Grasso, who's a senior.
Down by number 45.
No, sorry, a junior.
Gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, they call it. Brunetti and Imperato lined up on the right side. And Abita takes it for himself and makes it to the 31-yard line.
Tackle by number 45, Cameron.
And that's a 1st down for the Patriots.
Cameron Smith with the tackle there. Having TV class with 2 of the players for this Wayne Hills team, Stanley Osbeck and Brendan Puzio. Got to talk with them about him. They were just saying he's just a really great player offensively and defensively. As we heard the announcer say, it's good enough for a 1st down for Hills. Now the clock winding down to the final 40 seconds. Abita drops back to pass. And gets the pass off to Garrity. And he's taken down at the 39.
Just short. Looks like it's going to be
By number 4, Joe Grasso.
2nd down.
Gain of about 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Matthew Garrity we saw for a couple plays in that Indian Hills game, mainly on defense, but he really did show himself. And now, as a junior this year, and some seniors out with the open spot, obviously they had to give it to him. Another player that we have to put out is number 83, Makai Gray, sophomore at Hills, who players have been saying 2 years from now he's going to be an incredible player, almost equating to someone like Charles Njoku. And now the clock winds down to the final seconds, and that is the end of the first quarter. The Maroons with the lead right now is 6-0. So what we've seen from the Wayne Hills offense has looked pretty good. Defense, not as much, but we can't really put too much on the defenses. That blocked field goal did get Ridgewood to the 45-yard line. So that was really a good head start for them.
Yeah, they came very close on the first drive. They got it down to the 4-yard line. Then there was a blocked field goal by Ridgewood.
Yeah, immediately that momentum just shifted. That's a big thing with last year. There was constantly momentum shifts. It was always going up and down, up and down, up and down. As Aaron Hook said, I believe there's no middle ground with such a dynamic team like Wayne Hills. And hopefully, like, at least now we see more of a middle ground. We don't have to be a perfect team, yet we also don't want to be worse than last year. We want to keep a nice, plain middle ground. And with a 6-game season, we don't have to play in as many games as we did. So if we do end up going 3-3, or if we only win 3 games, we're 3-3. That's still a 500 record.
Why can't my father get the game on the computer? What are you guys doing? What do you got to put on? Go Wayne Hills TV? Wait, hold on. What? Go to the link that I sent you.
Now, the offense coming back to the field as I switch sides now as the second quarter is underway. And the snap over Abita's head. Has to pick it up and take the run. And he just throws it away out of bounds. A smart play by Abita there. Just to throw it away.
Wow, that was very dangerous there.
And just keep it an incomplete pass. And stay where they were instead of taking that loss of a couple yards. But able to get it out of bounds now. Still 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 4. Or 3rd and 4, sorry.
He had beat it very quick on his feet. Picked up the ball, just threw it right out of bounds. Didn't want to risk anything.
Abita hands it off to Bertovsky. Breaks through 2 tackles and gets himself almost into Ridgewood territory with that run.
First down.
That should be the first down.
Looks like he got 5 extra yards on that past the first down, so that would make it a 15-yard run.
A big run for Bertovsky there, breaking a couple tackles. Really, we saw him break so many great tackles last year. Him and Christian Ponzalillo were the kings of breaking tackles last year. They just somehow got through every defender that they came across. Another handoff to Bertovsky as he runs to the outside. A flag is thrown. And he's taken out at the 48-yard line of Ridgewood.
Short game. We have a penalty call against Wayne Hills.
That penalty will be against the Patriots.
And that pushes them right back to where they started. Really pushed them really far back.
Wow, now it's 2nd and 20. They're on the 30-yard line.
It's a 15-yard penalty, making it 1st and 25.
Oh, it's still 1st down and 25.
As Hills breaks the huddle now. 2 receivers out on the right side. That's Brunetti and Imparato. Motion in the defense. Now a bit of motion in the offense, trying to get the defense to jump. The snap again over Abita's head.
Same thing.
He has to pick it up running, and again throws it out of bounds.
Same exact thing that happened before. He just had to throw it out of bounds, not risk anything. But we did see the offense there trying to get some motion by the defense. Maybe that was a little distracting, but in the end, Abita had to throw it out of bounds because he wasn't able to get he dropped the ball.
2 tight ends coming out for 2 more receivers. That being Joe Daskus and Matt Garrity. And something else, yeah, they're gonna push them back. I think they called intentional grounding.
We have another penalty assessed again.
Well, how many penalties have there been on this play?
I believe there's been 3 penalties on this drive, and then 3 penalties on the drive for Ridgewood.
Wow, they're all the way back in there, almost in their own end zone.
Yeah. I mean, I
About
think it's
10.
just because there was nobody around where he threw it to, but it barely made it out of bounds. It didn't even cross the out of bounds line. Now hands off to Bertovsky, who is pressured and taken down by a couple Ridgewood defenders now.
Joe Grasso with the big stop.
3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and 25 now.
They have to make it to the Maroons 43 to get the 1st down here.
That's crazy. 3rd and 40. Unbelievable. I think 3rd and 40 is honestly the most yards I've ever seen Wayne Hills have to go to get to a first down in all 4 years I've commentated for this team. Motion from Imperato. Pass out to Bertovsky on the side. Getting a good run up the sideline. And it's a great run, but obviously it being 3rd and 40, it's not going to be near enough.
Still 25 yards
yeah, I was
short.
going to say 20 to 25 yards to go still.
Punt unit coming out because not a chance they could get it on this 4th down with 25 yards to go. That would be a lot to ask of this offense.
Now Jordan Thiel, the punter, as well as now Wayne Hills will know one with Ryan DiArgenio. Jordan Thiel having to take over all the kicking duties for Wayne Hills this year. High spiraling punt. Makes it to the 35-yard line, just about.
8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Maroons are up 6-3. Now they have a first down, and they're on the 31-yard line. Oh, my bad, 36-yard line.
There's now some more new players coming on for Wayne Hills. We see number 10, Ben Rostello, coming out. Number 54, Stanley Ostbag, now makes his way out onto the field. We see Daly lining up in the middle now.
Another flag on the field.
Yeah, another flag thrown.
What will it be this time? There's been a lot of flags so far in this
Another
game.
penalty on Ridgewood, pushing them back.
5-yard penalty.
Now it's 1st and 15 for the Maroons.
And another false start from Ridgewood.
Another 5 yards back. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. On the 26.
Believe that was number 18, Ryjon Johnson, on the jump there. And the ball given to number 1, the running back, Kenyatta on the run. Still going, and makes it past the Wayne Hills 40-yard line. What a run from Tahir Kenyatta.
They eventually got him out at about the 30-yard line. Oh, but they're calling it he was out of bounds at the 39, where the Maroons will have the ball.
Wayne Hills couldn't take advantage of the penalties that pushed Ridgewood back there. And they get back up just where they were before on the first drive with the punt block, or the field goal block. Faking the handoff to Kenyatta there. And he gets pushed down.
No gain on the play.
And on the sideline now, we see number 75, the Wayne Hills center, Joe Kabovsik, practicing snapping with the backup quarterback, Joe Rena. Unfortunately, 2 snaps over the head of Noah Abita. One more on his behalf that he didn't catch, which was the second one, and then the first one way over his head. Just getting in some practice to make sure that doesn't happen again on Hills' next offensive drive. Motion from Kenyatta. Kai for the pass. Tafini dives out and gets a hand on it, but can't complete the pass.
He had the distance there, but couldn't make the catcher was just slightly long. But that would have been good for a touchdown.
Yeah, it was perfectly laid out there. Just couldn't get his hands around it. It hit his hands, but the dive just wasn't far enough. A great effort, though, from the Ridgewood Maroons. Kenyatta coming out now for an additional receiver, number 26, Palmer Yates. And now Yates goes out and Patrick McDermott comes in. Kaiafa hands it off, and Kenyatta loses yards there. Getting pushed back to the 46.
Stanley O's back on the tackle there for the Patriots.
Stanley O's back with the tackle there.
4th down. Got their punt unit out. We got Dean Imperato in the back looking to make the catch off the punt.
And the punt from Aiden Flynn goes right out of bounds. Oh no, it still stays in. And it finally stops it. Aiden Flynn, number 9, the running back.
Very short
Punting
punt there.
Yeah.
Looked like Dean Imperato was expecting it to go to the 10-yard line, but it ended up at about the 30.
The ball went out around 35. Or no, closer to the 30. Yeah, you were right. See more.
My father can't get on, all right?
More receivers coming out. Joe Daskus back out, as well as Imperato and Garrity. Abita keeps the ball, stumbles a little. Oh, and it looks like there was a fumble.
Seems like it was fumbled.
And yeah, Ridgewood recovered the fumble.
Ridgewood ball. Great field position. They got it at about the 35-yard line.
Unfortunate for Wayne Hills there. Off a beat stumble, he tried to keep himself up. And as he came down, he couldn't keep a grip on the ball.
First and 10 for the Maroons here.
Hands it off. That's to Liam Lennon.
That was good for about 3 yards there. It'll likely be 2nd and 7.
With the handoff to number 21, Liam Lennon. Gain of about 4. That's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, with a Ridgewood with a 3-man running back core, equating to our Wayne Hills team from 2 years ago, with Mike Joyce, Jojo Mangeli, and Adam Abita at running back.
2nd and 6 here. Ball on the 33 for Ridgewood.
Motion and another flag called for a false start from Ridgewood.
It's a delay of game against Ridgewood.
Oh no, they called it a delay of game penalty. Took too long on the motion there from Lennon. They called delay of game, and it pushes him back to the 40, to the 39.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
the ball with the fake handoff. And
Handed off to number 21, Liam Lennon.
another big stop from Wayne Hills. A bunch of defenders on him.
Gain of 7 on the play. That will bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 now for the Maroons.
4 minutes and 11 seconds left.
And bringing on some extra receivers now. Bringing on number 11, William Nevin, and number 12, Patrick McDermott. Kaffa with the handoff, though, to Colin Feeney to throw him off. Bringing up the extra receivers, and then the handoff gets Ridgewood the first down.
Yeah, it was a fake handoff to Dan Kaifa.
Three minutes, 42 seconds left in the first half here. The score still remains 6-0 Maroons. They break the huddle. Grosso and Feeney in the backfield. Feeney in motion. Handed off to Grosso.
That was
He
good
gets
for about
taken
2
down after a
yards.
gain of 3.
Joe Grasso picking up 5, making it 2nd and 5.
They say 2nd and 5 after that run.
2nd and 5, very close to the end zone here. With under 3 minutes to go in the half.
Let me see McDermott checking back into the game. Feeney in motion. Takes the handoff. Goes to the outside and is taken down by number 25, Ryan Song.
Colin Feeney running to the outside, picking up another first down for Ridgewood.
First and goal for Ridgewood here.
Inside the 10. 1st and goal.
Nevin checking back in for the Maroons for this play. Motion from Feeney again. But giving the handoff to Grosso this time. Gain of 2.
Oh, Joe Grasso up the middle for a short gain.
That was a 2-yard run there. They're on the 8-yard line now.
Goal from the 8.
Still 2nd and goal.
And we see Matt Garrity on a bench on the sideline here. Taken out for a little bit. Let's hope he's doing okay and can hopefully return in this game, and if not, the next game. Motion in the backfield, handed off to Kenyatta. Kenyatta out to the left side, and he's pushed out of bounds by Dan Daly.
Loss of 2 on the play. That will bring up 3rd and 10.
And a loss of yards now. Less than a minute left. 42 seconds now left in the first half. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about that next week game. The big game for Hills is it's our home opener. It's also our crosstown rivals, Wayne Valley. Sure to be a big game.
$20 seconds left here.
Unfortunately to COVID, though, there won't be a massive attendance from all over the town like usually.
Yeah, you normally got those big student sections, crazy fans, and it's usually a really fun game, but with a 500 people capacity, it's going to be a little bit of a different feel for a crosstown rivalry like Hills Valley.
A timeout was called by the Ridgewood Maroons. First time out of the game. Surprised more haven't been used. We're trying to save up time to see what the play call can be as they're on about their 10-yard line. Look to try and get at least some more points on the board before the game comes to halftime.
They got their kicker practicing on the other side, just in case they can't score here. It's third down, so if they don't score a touchdown here, they're gonna need to go for the field goal.
And you see Garrity still yet to put his helmet on, so he might not be coming back in this game. Hopefully he's back for the next game. Another injury to point out for the season is number 21 junior running back Ben Cantella. Unfortunately, in the last scrimmage game, the first scrimmage game, he tore his ACL and now is out for the season. We saw him in a couple of the playoff games last year. We saw him in the Fairlawn game and the Indian Hills game where he actually scored a touchdown. And moving off to the side to pass is Kaiafa, and his pass is incomplete.
That pass was incomplete to Joe Grasso, the junior. We've seen him. He's been a big name in this game so far.
Especially in the second quarter, he's made a big appearance, and now going for the field goal as it is fourth down. Is Ridgewood. Kicker number 20, Max Gluck out there. And number 11, William Nevin, the holder. Kick is up, and it is right through the middle of the uprights, and the field goal is good, increasing the Maroons' lead to 9-0.
That's a very strong kick there. That would have been good from a lot further away. Great accuracy.
Potentially gonna only be one more play here, being the kickoff to Hills, and then Ridgewood will be getting the ball back at the start of the second half, so those points are crucial as now they'll be getting the ball back again once the second half starts. And the kick, bouncing, and Parada picks it up. Almost breaks that first tackle there, but he's taken down. And 6.2 seconds left. Hills with one final play remaining before this game goes to halftime.
Yeah, they should just take a knee here and not risk anything and just take it to the half, regroup, and then come back for the second half here and hopefully come out a little bit stronger and get some points on the board.
And they kneel on it.
That is the end of the first half here in Ridgewood, New Jersey, with the score of 9-0 with the Maroons up.
And now let's just talk about what we've seen so far from both of these teams. What have you seen from Wayne Hills, Noah?
Well, I've seen some good offense here, but they just fallen a little bit short. They had all those penalties on their second drive of the game. And Well, in the first drive, they came very close with the blocked field goal. They were down to the 4-yard line, but just couldn't produce a touchdown or even a field goal. But Ridgewood has really shut up. They did miss their extra point on their first touchdown, but at the end of the first half, they're coming out up 9.
Ridgewood's offense looking really good here. Again, like you said, unfortunately missed that first extra point off the touchdown, and we're able to clock in a field goal, and now we're getting the ball back at the second half, which is huge for them, and needed to get those points before the half, which was really important. Fortunately, Wayne Hills with the fumble from Abita, the blocked field goal from Ridgewood. Thiel's field goal attempt was blocked, I believe, the first time he's ever had a field goal blocked, and some unfortunate circumstances that could have ended up being quite good drives, but unfortunately the Ridgewood defense, coming up really, really great as well, was able to stop us. So that's the end of the first half with the score. Maroons up 9-0.
See you in about 13 minutes for second half action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hill student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta plus a drink for only $5.
Welcome back to Ridgewood High School. Now we're going to do another quick recap of the first half. Maroons with a 9-0 lead so far. Scored a touchdown and had missed their extra point, but then right before the first half ended, kicked the field goal, and now we'll be getting the ball back at the start of the second half. Wayne Hills attempted to kick a field goal, and Jordan Thiel's first ever blocked field goal throughout his last 3 seasons at kicker. And an unfortunate Noah Abita fumble stopped our 2 big offensive drives that we had in the first half. And what are some other big things that you've seen from both of these teams, Noah?
Well, I've seen some really great offense and defense from both teams, but Wayne Hills just really hasn't been able to produce, so hopefully they're coming out now, all pumped up and ready to get some points on the board here. But Ridgewood does have the ball to start off the half, so Hills has got to make a big stop here and then get the ball back and hopefully score a touchdown, get a couple of field goals, and get ahead.
That is something very critical. The Maroons with the lead are getting the ball back again, and it's yet another drive for a chance for them to get points, which is something that Hills definitely does not want. Going into the second half, that's less and less time for them to make a comeback, so they have to hope that they can stop Ridgewood on this drive and prevent them from scoring any points, and then they get the ball back and try and make this one a closer game. I'm hear the applause as they break the huddle, and the players.
I've got the offense led by Noah Abita going out there. I'm sorry, the defense. Number 88, Jordan Thiel, kicking off for the Patriots.
Thiel set up to kick off. To Tahir Kenyatta and Dan Kayafa in the backfield. And the kick is up.
Second half action is underway.
Is caught in the end zone for a touchback. A great kick from Thiel to start the half. And now the Ridgewood offense out to the field. Also, something to point out that we didn't say in the pregame, the change in the schedule. No state playoffs this year. So we have the 2 playoff games within the division, and it's just 1 division champion as there are 8 teams in the division. Gets cut down to 4 with the first one, 2 with the second one. And those 2 teams win the division. And a false start, I think, again for Ridgewood. The 5th false start, if it is a false start. And it is. 5th one for Ridgewood so far this game.
Yeah, so talking about the playoffs. So going into the season, Wayne Hills is ranked 79 in the state. But that, of course, dropped because they lost to Wayne Valley in the first round of the playoffs last year. And going into the season, they're ranked number 6 in the New Jersey division, North Group 4, which is their division.
And with Irvington as well in the division.
Woodbridge also.
Woodbridge, Ridgewood, Ramapo, Wayne Valley. Some great teams in the division. Crawford hands it off to Colin Feeney. Colin Feeney still going. A flag is thrown. He breaks the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's into the end zone. There is a flag on the field, however.
Number 3, Joe Brunetti just couldn't catch up to him and get the tackle.
There is a flag on the field yet. We still don't know. A great run, but that might be called back due to the penalty flag. And it is. It'll come back. So a big run from Feeney taken back after a penalty.
That was
unfortunate for Ridgewood.
That was a really good run, though. I mean, but Patriots came out lucky on that one. That they would have been down by 15. If they got the extra point, it would have been 16. Now it's 1st and 15, 11:20 left in the third quarter.
Very, very lucky break for Wayne Hills right there. Our defense out there right now, we got Imperato, Abita, Brunetti, Grosjean, Angel Roman, Stanley Osbeck. It's number 70, Nico Guerra out there. The handoff, a little sloppy as he stumbles around a little bit. Gain of about 2.
After a short gain.
Now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Just remember they just had that penalty.
Motion from Feeney, who takes the handoff. And a great tackle there.
Seems like he didn't gain any yards on that run.
That's a tackle from sophomore number 41, Nick Hogan, with his first play.
3rd down. 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
On the sideline, we see 56 Anthony Salzone, the long snapper for Wayne Hills, practicing snaps with the Hills holder, number 29, John Sees. Motion from Feeney. He takes a handoff again and is pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Seems as if he's going to be just short of the first down, so that means it's going to be 4th down and short.
4th down, short of the first.
4th and maybe inches here. And they're going to punt it away. Aiden Flynn again out to punt.
Just didn't want to risk anything there. Got Dean Imperato looking to catch the football.
And Parado set back at the 41, high snap. punt is better than the last. And fair caught at around the 43, 44-yard line.
That was almost very dangerous for the Maroons there. That was a very high punt. Like we saw with Noah Abita earlier in the game, anything could happen with those high punts. You drop them. The Patriots could have picked up the ball and would have had great field position, but the punter got good control of it and made the punt.
With a very high snap there, but taking some good time after that play to get control of it, as his last punt wasn't up to expectations. Only went a couple yards in the air and spiraled out of bounds and gave Hill some good field position, which is then stopped by Noah Abita's fumble. Abita's pass to the side to Dean Parado is incomplete, bobbled it and dropped the pass. Was looking to pass to Brunetti.
Just a little low for Parado over there.
And Brunetti had then got covered on the run there. And we see number 83, Makai Gray, the sophomore, coming out. I was talking with Brendan Puzio about him. And he was saying 2 years from now, with Coach Demikoff's son Tyler at quarterback and him at wide receiver, they're going to be a great duo. And 2 years from now, this Wayne Hills team is going to be back at the caliber that I always say, and it's a great line that I've been using for my past 4 years, is true Wayne Hills football. Grosjean back in now at tight end. Two receivers out on the left. Makai in motion, takes the handoff. It takes a run for the ball and takes a rough hit from Flynn.
Looks like he got hit in the head a little bit there, but he just hopped right back up. And it's good to keep playing.
And Makai more a tight end and receiver player, but taking a handoff and a run play there with motion in the backfield. So you can really do anything. He's really going to be a huge player for Hills in the future. Now Gray, Brunetti, and Parado lined up on the left side, faking the handoff to Gray. Abita running back, nearly tackled, but the catch is made by Joe Brunetti. What a catch from Brunetti and a last-minute desperation throw from Abita.
There is a flag down on the
field. Flag is thrown after the play.
That was an amazing catch by Joe Brunetti there.
I don't know what happened, but that flag came out after the end of the play.
Let's see who this is going to be against. The refs have not made any signal yet. Personal foul.
Yeah, they say personal foul on Ridgewood. And that makes the great catch from Brunetti an even greater catch as that moves Hills up a good 10 yards.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 from the Ridgewood 20.
They are now in the red zone.
And Gray, Brunetti, and Imperato lining up on the left side again. The two tight ends, Daly and Grosjean, still in on the right. Motion from Gray again. Abita takes the run for himself, gets through the hole, does a spin move, and gets past the 10-yard line.
Now are they going to call this a first down here? They are. And it is now first and goal. You can hear the crowd cheering from Wayne Hills.
Well, the bleachers are getting loud now. As Hills is as close as they've ever been to the end zone.
They're looking to take this opportunity and score here.
Hand off to Makai Gray. Pushes over, does a spin move, maybe gets him an extra yard.
Second down, still in goal. They are on the 6-yard line.
Makai Gray, really tall as a sophomore, 6'2", one of the taller players on the Wayne Hill side. Abito taking the run for himself again. Tried to get through the hole, but just couldn't. Stays holding on to the ball, but takes a loss of yards on that play.
Yeah, the ball almost got stripped from him there.
Short gain on the play.
And able to hold on to it. Didn't want to lose the ball, especially in such a good position like this now. 3rd down and 6. And Wayne Hill's looking to clock in their first points of the 2020 season.
3rd and goal here. You can hear the crowd cheering. Everybody's really excited here at Ridgewood High School.
B takes a snap, running out to the left side. Was it a touchdown?
The pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it is incomplete.
4th down.
Looked like it was going to almost be intercepted.
Yeah, almost an interception there from the Ridgewood corner. And it looks like they're going to settle for a field goal here as we see Jordan Thiel running out to the field.
Jordan Thiel still looking to make his first field goal of the season after the first one got blocked early in the first quarter on the first drive of the game. Very similar field position like before at the 5-yard line. Looks like this will be a 23-yard field goal.
Now sees the standard holder is not out. It's Dean and Parado. So this maybe could potentially be a fake play. Who knows? It is not. It is a field goal, and it is up and good. Hills clocking in their first points of the year, cutting the Maroons lead down to 6. They lead 9-3 now.
4 minutes and 58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. What may have not been exactly what they were looking for, but they did come out with some points on that drive, which is always good.
It is good to see Hills at least get some points on the board here. The coach is shouting from the Ridgewood sideline, even over here on the away team bleachers. Their voices are ringing out as well as Abita's. Almost has a rasp like Patrick Mahomes doing his quarterback callouts there.
Jordan Thiel with the kick.
Another great kick into the end zone for a touchback.
The Ridgewood Maroons will get it at the 20-yard line.
High school as well now implying the rule that if the kick does make it into the end zone, you catch it in the end zone, you can't run out, and it's an automatic called touchback. Almost a jump from the Hills defense there. But the handoff, not a perfect handoff, almost a fumble in the transition there, but Feeney able to hold on for a gain of maybe 2.
Second down, it looks like the refs are spotting the ball at the 22-yard line. So it will now be 2nd and 8.
Chi Alpha and Ridgewood break their huddle. Receiver out on the left side. Motion in the backfield. Hand it off to Kenyatta. And he's down at around the 30-yard line.
Short of the first down.
They've got 8 yards, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Maroons. It'll be great if Hills can get a big stop here. Force them to punt. Maybe eventually get turnover on downs if they choose to go for it.
A kickoff handoff, maybe for about a gain of 2, and it might be enough for the first down. It is.
1st and 10 for the Maroons, 31.
Now the Maroons are on the 31-yard line. They did get the first down on that play, just barely, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Kenyatta in motion. And the handoff to Feeney for a gain of about another 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 now.
Jack Forrest with a short gain of about 2. 2nd and 8.
On the sideline, we see yet another player practicing their snaps. We see number 60, AJ Conti, practicing with number 73, Kyle Cho. Kyle Cho, another player who last year, his freshman year, suffered an injury that cost him his entire season, but now as a sophomore playing on JV and varsity, he's ready to go. And now Kenyatta taking the handoff, going out to the right side, and he's taken down for a loss of yards. That's number 54, Stanley Oast, back on the tackle with Angel Roman.
So now 3rd down for the Ridgewood Maroons. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 8.
And quarterback almost sacked, and he does get sacked.
Got him down short. It's exactly what the Wayne Hills defense was looking to do. Now the Ridgewood Maroons look like they're bringing out their punt team. Then the Hills defense is changing.
And Ryan Song with the sack there for no gain. Ridgewood forced to punt now.
Number 9, Aiden Flynn punting here.
Aiden Flynn, not their typical punter, but I guess the punter for them tonight. Snap is good, kick is good. Right to Imperato, who calls for the fair catch.
The Wayne Hills offense, led by Noah Abita, will have the ball at the 36-yard line. As we wind down to the end of the 3rd quarter with 51.3 seconds to go.
Now 2 receivers in, Brunetti and Imperato. Bertovsky in as well. Grosjean in at tight end. Ost back, Guerra. Grabovsik on the line. Handed off to Bertovsky. Bertovsky runs out to the right side. Gain of about 3.
With the handoff, Joe Grosso on the stop after a gain of about a yard.
Well, so Joe Grosso is a name that we've really been hearing all game. It's been a solid running back for them. Oh, and Ridgewood has a guy down.
It's Grosso.
It is Joe Grosso, who's had an amazing game so far, but the trainer's coming out.
And very unfortunate here. Haven't heard his name as much on defense, but now with a big stop there, a hard-hitting tackle on Bertovsky. And as a result of that tackle, he might have hurt himself.
I believe he's the one who got the touchdown for Ridgewood earlier in the game. He seems like he's really hurt, struggling to get up. He's got 2 trainers looking at him right now.
And checking out his leg, might be around his knee. Now at the time that they have Hills players gathered on the sideline, talking with their coaches.
When this injury timeout is over, the Wayne Hills Patriots will have the ball at the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And Grasso able to get himself up, hobbling off the field. Able to walk himself, but still limping a little bit. Might have just been a little bit of cramping. Could potentially see him come back in a later point in this game, but for now, they make him take a seat after that injury timeout. And now Wayne Hill's changing things up a bit now, bringing another receiver out. That's Joe Daskis on the left, and Improvato and Brunetti on the right. Dan Daly back in as well. Abita with the immediate pass. That goes to Joe Daskis, who makes it to the 47-yard line. And that's going to be a first down.
First down and more. It was an 11-yard pass there.
On the Wayne Hills 49.
Same setup here for the Hills offense. Bertovsky in the backfield. And
that's the end of the third.
yeah, they blow the play dead as they can't get it off before the end of the third quarter. But now we're going into the fourth quarter with the Maroons over the Patriots 9-3.
So the Wayne Hills Patriots will have first down, and they will have the ball on the Ridgewood 49.
They're really looking to clock in a touchdown here, as that would give them the lead if Jordan Thiel does kick the extra point. As we saw earlier, with the Maroons' first touchdown, or their first score being a touchdown, the extra point was missed by Max Gluck. There's a little wide left, so we know with Jordan Thiel, the extra points are almost instantaneous. He's only missed one. He missed that one in his sophomore year when it was a game where he came in as the backup kicker due to injuries. And he had missed an extra point in that game, but since that day, he has still yet to miss an extra point in his entire kicking career with Wayne Hills.
Fourth quarter is just about to be underway.
Abia with the pass. Brunetti jumping, he makes the catch. A great catch from Joe Brunetti, who's tackled at the 40-yard line, excuse me.
That was
another first down for Wayne Hills with that catch.
10-yard pass for Wayne Hills Patriots to Joe Brunetti. And now it's first down, Patriots on the 40-yard line.
Brunetti with a real good catch there at the apex of his leap. Was able to catch that pass a bit high, but still able to come down with it and get the first down for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Abita fakes the handoff to Bertovsky, breaks a tackle, and falls down around the 30-yard line, making it to the 31.
Got 2nd and 5 here for the Patriots. Just under 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Motion in the defense. Hand off to Bertovsky. Bertovsky breaks the tackle, gets past the 30-yard line, and gets the first down for Wayne Hills. Bertovsky, as I was saying before, the king of breaking tackles. Along last year with Christian Ponzolillo, always breaking tackles, getting past every defender that they came across. And Bertovsky showing absolutely no difference compared to last year.
First and 10 for the Patriots on the Ridgewood 29-yard line.
Motion from Grosjean. Handoff to Bertovsky. And the ball comes out. Abita got right on it. Great awareness from Noah Abita to have seen it come out there. Got pushed out, soared right up in the air, and as soon as it hit the ground, Abita saw it and hopped on it. Thank goodness Wayne Hills was able to keep possession there.
Yeah, you could see Abita was standing there. He was watching the play, and then he realized that the ball was up in the air, and he had to jump on it.
The pass to Brunetti. Brunetti gets through a tackler and is brought down at around the 10-yard line. A big play for Wayne Hills here.
You could hear the cheers from the Wayne Hills bleachers over here. First down, Patriots. First and goal at the 9-yard line. What a catch by Joe Brunetti there.
Yeah, great catch. First and goal for the Patriots on the 9-yard line. Looking to put in that touchdown that they've been longing for. Motion from Grosjean again. Handoff to Bertovsky. Finds a wide open slot and scores the touchdown. Oh, what a run from Chris Bertovsky. And he gets the first touchdown for the Wayne Hills Patriots this season.
9-all. Bertovsky just ran it in. He saw an opening. He took advantage of it. Now the extra point team is coming out and hopefully making it 10-9 for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
And what a run from Chris Bertovsky, tying this game at 9. And as the offense comes to the sideline for water, they get cheers from the parents and their friends on the bleachers. Deal set to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good, and Wayne Hills takes the lead 10-9.
10-9. Patriots, 8:52 left in the game. Boy, this game's really getting exciting here.
Yeah, now Wayne Hills really making it a game right now.
Wasn't able to produce anything in the first half. They came out, and in the second half, got the field goal, now just got the touchdown, and now they're up.
Wayne Hills has really always been a second half team. Always in the second half, especially the fourth quarter when they need to pull up in the clutch, always coming through. Wayne Hills always knows that when they have to step it up, they sure do. And Coach Demikoff really makes that strong and gets that in the heads of the players that when it comes to clutch time and they need to take the game back, that they really need to get serious. And that's exactly what they did. And now they're taking this game back with a 1-point lead over last year's former state champions.
Kick it in the end zone. Come on, Jordan.
Got Jordan Thiel on a kickoff here.
End zone.
Thiel sets a kick. Big kick there. That one doesn't quite make it to the end zone. They're going to run it out. That's Ryan Song and Chris Bertovsky with the tackle there, as well as Arlen Nasufi.
To the Ridgewood 27-yard line.
Ridgewood starting on their own 27 with the run out there from number 11, William Nevin.
Patriots really just need to stop him here, get the ball back, and then get even more ahead. And then, in my opinion, then they'll have the game.
And there's a handoff to number 21, Liam Lennon, and he's taken down. It's number 78, Angel Roman on the tackle.
That was a 3-yard run.
And 2 new defensive players coming in for in Hills here. Number 70, Matthew Lehman, and number 11, Jeremy Coburn. We saw a little bit from Coburn last year. Bit on defense, but mostly on offense. Came in at the Fairlawn game as well as the Indian Hills game, where everybody got a chance to play in that one. Rush in the backfield. And a big pass. Up in the air, Liam Lennon nearly catches it. And Jeremy Coburn able to catch up with him.
There is a flag down on the field, though.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. The flag does come down.
Personal foul, hands to the face against the defense.
That's a
Personal foul
on Wayne Hills.
Hands to the face.
And it looks like that call was on number 20, Dan Daly.
Now, from that penalty, the Maroons will have the first down at the 45-yard line.
Another 15-yard penalty. That's the third 15-yard penalty against Hills tonight. It would have been crazy if we saw three in maybe the season last year. Not really many 15-yard penalties. It's a false start on Ridgewood again. Their 6th false start tonight.
Yeah, that's been an issue for them tonight with the false starts. They've been jumping early, and it's really been costing them because for every false start, 5 yards back.
We have a snap infraction.
Making that prior penalty on Hills, only giving them an extra 10 yards. Now 1st and 15 with Ridgewood on their 40. Ridgewood with some new players coming into the offensive line. Number 55, Paul Lee, and number 58, Greg Lawson. Kayaffa with the handoff to Kenyatta, who's taken down at the 45.
Looked like the ball was almost stripped there.
With a pickup of 5, 2nd and 10.
So they just gained that 5 yards back that they lost with the penalty. So now it's 2nd and 10 on the 45 on Ridgewood's 45-yard line.
Even though with that 5-yard gain, they are still only held to 2 downs left, and 3 if they go for it on the 4th, depending on what these next 2 plays hold. Back to pass, has to spike the ball. And they call an incomplete pass.
3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 10, still at the 45-yard line. See a couple of substitutions of players for Ridgewood. Same defensive players out for Wayne Hills.
The Wayne Hills defense really needing to capitalize here to hold the Maroons to 4th down and force them to punt. Seals can get the ball back and ensure their lead.
Yeah, you can expect the Maroons here to pass it. So, see what kind of defense the Patriots are going to play here. There's only 1 receiver lined up.
Yeah, the Ridgewood passing game hasn't been amazing. I believe only 2 complete passes so far tonight. They're going to pass, but he gets pressured, and he gets taken down. A big sack from number 81, Jake Grosjean.
What a sack there by the Patriots. Now they have to punt. Wow, this defense really just showed up on that play there.
Him and Noah Abita were tied for the 2nd most sacks last year, only behind Nick Lucarello with 5.5 sacks, them both with 3.5 sacks last year. And that forces Ridgewood to punt. Dean and Parado set up on the 30-yard line. And a very, very high punt. It did look like the ball was touched, but I thought it was touched by Ridgewood. Ridgewood players arguing that they touched it.
Oh, they're going to mark it. It looked like it was going to be at the 49, but it seems as if they're going to mark it at Hills 47. Not the original spot, but...
That was where a Hills player touched it, but it looked like a Ridgewood player had touched it afterwards. But they say it hit a Hills player, and that's where the ball will be down a couple yards back.
Got Dean Imparato and Joe Brunetti as receivers on this play.
Patofsky set up in the backfield. A beat at a pass. And gets a complete pass. That's again to Joe Brunetti, who makes it out to the 35-yard line.
Wow, Joe Brunetti's really having a killer game today, making some really nice catches as they march it down towards the end zone. Under 6 minutes left in the game.
Now, Joe Brunetti really being a star receiver tonight for Wayne Hills. Last year it was more Dean making the big plays. Now it's flipping over to the other senior, Joe Brunetti. High snap, handed off to Patofsky. Goes out to the right side. And tackled by a bunch of Ridgewood defenders there getting on him.
See Joe Brunetti out there again, along with Dean Imparato as receivers.
Receivers set up on the left side. Patofsky in the backfield. Daly at tight end. Handoff to Patofsky. Tries to go up the middle. Doesn't go too far, though.
They do get a couple of yards on that play, though. But it is now third down. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 6. On Ridgewood's 28-yard line.
There's 4:35 left on the clock in the third quarter here. Motion from Grosjean. The snap, fake the handoff to Patofsky, and Abita takes it for himself and gets the Wayne Hills first down.
I was very close to not being a first down, but they got it just far enough there. As we see the Patriots huddling up, making their play for this 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line with under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Another high snap with a handoff to Patofsky. Patofsky gets through one tackle, but stopped at another gain of about 5 yards. They call it 2nd and 4 on the Ridgewood 17-yard line.
With 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And Parado in motion, the handoff to Patofsky. Tries getting through the middle, but gets stopped.
It's now 3rd down. They weren't able to get the first down there. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2. 16-yard line. The crowd on both sides is getting a little crazy here as we're on this third down. With 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Get hands off to Bertovsky again, going out to the left side, and that's enough yardage for a first down.
First down, Patriots. Bertovsky has been great with the running game tonight. There is a flag down.
Holding call against Wayne Hills.
Holding against Wayne Hills.
Unfortunate penalty. And we see Thiel still practicing kicking with his holder Noah Heller. Makes it 3rd and 8 when the timeout is called now, believed by Ridgewood.
It's not clear who called the timeout on this play.
Yes, it was Ridgewood. Snow Hills on the 16-yard line. However, it is 3rd and 8. What do you think their play selection is going to be? What play do you think they're going to call?
I mean, they have to pass it because, well, they're on the 23. They have to pass it. They have to get the 8 yards to at least get a first down and hopefully just get a touchdown right away.
Even a pass for enough yardage to get themselves a first down. Runs haven't been too strong. Did get us the first down on that play, though. However, we got to settle for more yards as it is now 3rd and 8. And hope to get some insurance points added to our lead, which only stands at 1. Wayne Hills up 10-9. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
If Wayne Hills doesn't score here, then all Ridgewood needs is a field goal to win the game.
They gotta drive 80 yards.
See the Ridgewood defense coming on, and now the Wayne Hills offense.
Now we got Joey Daskis out on the field as a wide receiver along with Joe Brunetti and Dean Imperato. Crowd's getting loud here.
Trying to get the defense to jump there. But
We got a
Hills
timeout
takes a
called by the
timeout.
Patriots.
Classic play that we saw Mike Cass doing a lot last year. Doing that look to the sideline, trying to get that defense to jump. Sometimes we did get it to work, but oftentimes not as much. Just looking back to maybe getting some more time for the offense to settle. And now Wayne Hills with a timeout. See if they go out with that same lineup again of Daskis, Brunetti, and Imperato with 3 wide receivers. And if they look to go for a pass there.
Yeah, I think that would be the right call for them. Both teams are huddled up, trying to pick their play. We see both teams coming back out onto the field. 3rd and 8, ball on the 23.
The Hills bleachers getting loud now. Azabita with a pass to Brunetti. It's up. Oh, man, almost had the catch there. But
So
number 7,
close.
Michael Bergoglioso, able to block the pass there.
You know, on that play, that's one of the plays where we really thought he was going to catch it, but then you see he doesn't. He bobbled it. Wow, that's tough.
And Bergoglioso didn't get his hand up to block that pass. Brunetti almost definitely would have had that one and would have got some more points on the board for Wayne Hills.
It's now 4th and 8. What will they do here?
Doesn't look like Field is out on the field yet. We still see Bertovsky out there. And they're going for it now. Abita
On
comes
4th
back out
and
on the field.
8. Same
Let's see if this-
receivers.
Still looking to pass now. Let's see if that was the right call to make. Abita dropping back to pass, being pressured. Pass out to number 5, Chris Bertovsky. But not enough yardage and a turnover on downs.
Ridgewood will take over.
If there were a field goal to be kicked there, Ridgewood would be at about the same place, but still no points instead of 3 points for Wayne Hills there. And the Maroons getting it back. If Wayne Hills did end up going for the field goal and they did make it, that would make it 13-9. So the Maroons would then have to score a touchdown to take the lead back, as a field goal would only make it 13-12, and Hills would still retain the lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Coach Demkoff was thinking there in terms of what play he was trying to call. But a field goal would have been some nice insurance for the Patriots, because that would mean that the Maroons would have to score a touchdown. Now they have to only score a field goal. The minute and 52 left in the 4th quarter here at Ridgewood High School.
And the Ridgewood bleachers now getting loud as you want to see their team take back a lead now on this drive. Kayaffa hands it off to Feeney, who is taken down. And that was Liam Lennon off the handoff.
The clock is counting down here. A minute and 35 left in the 4th quarter.
Pitched back to Lennon. And he's stopped.
Timeout, Ridgewood.
We got a timeout called by Ridgewood here.
And I got to call a timeout here as a minute 20 left in the game. Got to save up as much time as they can.
Timeout was called by Coach David Cord, who's in his first full season after being interim coach last year, where he went 5-2.
And Ridgewood, their previous coach of 42 years, I believe you said.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, had retired last season. Well, at least he went out with a bang, and Ridgewood
Coach
was able to claim
Johnson.
the state title.
After 42 years, his record as head coach was 282, 138, and 2.
And for 42 years, that's great stats for a coach.
While Coach Demikoff for the Patriots is in his 8th season with a 55-23 record. And now with his son on the team as a sophomore, Tyler.
Motion play. And a handoff. Out to Lennon, out to the left side. And another timeout called now.
With the clock ticking down, they had to call a timeout there with a minute and 9 seconds left.
Ridgewood takes its last timeout.
And Ridgewood taking a final timeout there. Going into 4th down now.
Both teams are in a huddle.
And talk about next week again. Hills with their home opener against the crosstown rivals Wayne Valley.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that game. That's going to be a really great game. Two very good teams who last met in the first round of the playoffs last year when Wayne Valley got the win.
However, Wayne Valley did lose a lot of seniors, part of that state championship team. So Hill's looking to get a bit of revenge in that game. Big high pass, and it's incomplete out to their tight end, number 45, Cameron Smith. And the pass is incomplete, and that secures Hills with the win. All they got to do is hold on to this ball for this final minute and 3, and Wayne Hills has started their season with a W.
Wow, what a great game from both teams, but wow, Hills, they were down 9-0 at halftime, and now they were likely going to end up winning 10-9 with 1:03 left in the game. They just got to take a couple of knees, and then it'll be official.
Into the victory formation. Now they kneel on it to let the clock wind down. And one thing that I gotta point out is, just like I said, Wayne Hills coming up in the clutch, getting that touchdown to come back and give themselves the lead, 10-9, preventing this Ridgewood offense from doing anything after that first touchdown that they scored. And that missed extra point was everything for Ridgewood.
And that will seal it for the Patriots. As the clock counts down, while the teams are shaking hands, that will be game.
Demikoff trying to hold them, as they might need to take one more kneel. No, they call it. They do call it. The Wayne Hills Patriots with a 10-9 win to start their season off, taking down the former state champions Ridgewood. And the clock winds down to 0, and that seals it. Wayne Hills Patriots starting their season off with a win.
Wayne Hills really stepped it up after halftime. Really great performance on defense and offense. Ridgewood had a great first half. They had that blocked field goal on the first drive of the game, which really got them excited about the game, pumped up, but Wayne Hills came back and they won the game.
A big win here, and one main critical player for Wayne Hills in this game has to be Joe Brunetti. So many incredible catches, some great plays, some great passes from Noah Abita as well. I mean, just an incredible game from the both of them. He really came up and started out in this game. Who would you say would be the defensive star for Wayne Hills in this game?
Wow, there's a lot of players to choose from. I mean, Joe Brunetti played really well on defense. He did play better on offense, but I mean, definitely, I would say the offensive star of this game was Joe Brunetti or Noah Abita. Brunetti, in the second half, had a lot of nice catches. Abita did have one fumble and bobbled a couple of balls there, but he also did really have a good game.
Threw up some great passes in the second half. Really, this entire team, when that second half kicked in, they really regained their bearings and were able to clock in that touchdown. Bertovsky's big touchdown run there was huge as well for the Patriots and got them that 7 points up on the board. Thiel's field goal, sealing the win. At 1 point can make a huge difference. And the extra point is something that seems so simple, yet it can make the difference between a win or a loss in any game. And that was the difference here, as Wayne Hills takes a win 10-9 over the former state champ Ridgewood Maroons. And that about wraps up things here in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Once again, the final score, Wayne Hills 10, Ridgewood 9. With Noah Sandler, I am Luca Yannuzzi, and we will see you for next Friday's home opener against Wayne Valley.